Hello my fashion lovers, I'm back with a new fashion video. So the 2025 Hollywoodbets Durban July was held recently in the city of Durban. The famous South African horse racing event returned this year in all its glory and was as glamorous as ever. The event had some of South Africa's biggest entertainers in attendance and it turned the entire thing to a runway show. The theme of this year's event was Marvels of Zanzi, which was inspired by South African heritage and culture. In today's video, let's see how well they interpreted the theme and rate them on a scale of 1 to 10 as usual. So starting strongly, we have Mona Lisa in this gorgeous see-through number. So she had on this beaded see-through dress with a dramatic ruffled neckline. She styled the dress with silver jewelry and accessories and crowned the look with a slick updo. So it's a beautiful dress. I like what she did with the neckline and how that framed her shoulders, but I don't think this was on theme. I don't really see elements of the theme here, and I don't think this dress even has a backstory because it's a very typical dress. I feel she was just going for something beautiful and did not give two flying Fs about the theme. Anyway, I like the proportioning of this look, and the beadwork kind of reminded me of this gown Vicky James wore for her birthday recently. They both had similar patterns and this completely sheer part, but she kind of gave the top part of hers a bit more vam vam voom. I really love the structure of the dress as well as the intricate beading, and her makeup was just so heavenly. My issue with this look would have to be the fact that she disregarded the theme, so I'd rate this a solid 7. Next we have Natalie serving us florals, pearls and drama. Her ensemble included a structured corset blouse with beadwork at the neckline. She paired the blouse with a fully beaded skirt with strings of beads that were carefully draped. She tied the assemblage together with this ruffled organza coat that flowed dramatically. She styled the look with a pair of chandelier earrings and silver heels encrusted with stones. So I believe the look was inspired by this overly recreated look Kim K wore for the 2023 Met Gala courtesy of Schiaparelli. So we've seen this look get recreated a billion times, but she gave the look her own flair and extravaganza. I like how she played with different soft shades of pink and went for interesting textures. According to her, the look referenced South Africans' complex roses with delicate petals and ruffled edges. The entire look was so bold, but could have been lined with more invisible skin tone mesh. Anyway, she still slayed the house down regardless, and it's a solid 8 out of 10 for me. Next we have Moni Mobella serving us superhero. So she had on this crochet dress encrusted with crystals and droplets and was fringed at the lower part. The dress had this cape attached to the left sleeve and was styled with these gold accessories. She completed the look with few dainty jewelry and this wet looking red hair. I believe the look was inspired by Marvel's superhero character, and the burgundy shade was inspired by Baobab tree. I like how she blended both concepts to fully interpret the theme, and I like how the entire look was tied together. The red hair and gold accessories really complemented the look and tied the look together. Her look was well executed and clearly reflected the theme. I'd rate this look an 8.5. Next we have Anelo Zondo in this theatrical masterpiece. So she had on this intricately crafted 3D woven dress. The dress was styled with this dramatic stuff at her back alongside equally dramatic hair and chunky anklets. She completed the look with this woven staff that went well with the entire concept. So she interpreted the theme so literally, and the look is set to represent her culture and heritage beautifully woven together. I like the authenticity going on, and I also like the fact that it's such an original look because I don't think we've seen something like this before. The look was such an intentional look, and she was serving Afrocentric superhero, which was very much on theme. The entire assemblage was a visual representation of the theme and was crafted so meticulously. I like the entirety of the look, from the hair to the dress to the accessories. Every single thing was on theme, so I'd rate this a solid 9. Next we have Gogo Skoteni in this strapless number. So she had on this gown with a metallic bodice and exaggerated skirt. The gown was adorned with lots of gold accents and styled with chunky gold jewelry and a pair of chandelier earrings. So the dress is said to be a deliberate ode to the creativity, resilience and unity of South African women. The top part of the dress and choice of jewelry were inspired by the Debele tradition of layering gold rings. The entire look boldly reflected South African culture and heritage and was very much on theme. So I like how she interpreted the theme, but I'm not a fan of the silhouette of the skirt as well as the details. I feel the silhouette looked very unflattering on her, and a more defined structure would have been a better idea. The bodice and jewelry had strong potentials, but the skirt clearly degraded the look in my opinion. Anyway, she was still very much on theme, so I'd rate this look a solid 7 out of 10. Next we have Unbe Ngobeni in Fati stitches. So she had on this sparkly brown and gold dress with a deep neckline. The dress was heavily embellished with beads, sequins and droplets and styled with this brown wand. She tied the look together with gold jewelry shaped like the African map and crowned the look with a sleek ponytail. So she was serving the bare minimum and her look was not particularly interesting. I feel it's a regular dinner gown and I was not marveled or blown away and I barely see any hints of the theme. According to her, the look resembles the Drakensberg mountain at sunset, which I don't think is entirely true. In my opinion, the look was a lazy interpretation of the theme, or she probably did not care about the theme at all. Anyway, it's still a pretty dress, but quite underwhelming in comparison to the other looks, so I'd rate this a solid 6. Next we have Nali Yani in Willet Design Couture. So she had on this beautiful strapless dress adorned with feathers from the neckline to the hem. The dress was inspired by the blue crane, which is South Africa's national bird. The look is set to pay tribute to grace, resilience and rooted identity. The feathers, colors and silhouettes were designed to mimic the bird and was her way of paying homage to her South African heritage. So I like how she kept things quite simple but still hit the nail on the head. The blue crane is clearly one of the marvels of South Africa, and her recreation of the bread was just so clean. I also like how she styled the look with these crystals from Swarovski that mimicked high jewelry. Her makeup and updo were also perfect accessories for this look and completed the look well. The entire look was so immaculate and well executed, and she was serving couture. I'd rate this a solid 10. Next we have Lisa serving neutral heels in this mini dress. So the dress featured exaggerated sleeves and was embellished with beads and stones. She styled the dress with this Bulgari serpentine neck piece and a few dainty earrings. So I'm not quite sure what inspired this look, but I don't think this look was on theme at all. The look was a bit flat in comparison to the other looks and had no single wow factor. I like the clean details as well as the accessories and glam, but I don't think this look was interesting enough. If she had worn this a more casual event, I would have definitely appreciated this look more, but not to an event this grand. I also don't understand what's happening with the sheer fabric at the sleeves and why the hem was not tucked in. The entire look was not just appropriate for this event and was not on theme at all, so I'd rate this a solid 6 out of 10. Next we have Sarah Langa in this full Bauman look. So she had on this two-piece set with interesting motif and details. She styled the look with a stack of leather belts with gold details and a leather handbag with gold hardware as well. She also had on a pair of gold stilettos with gold hardware alongside a stack of gold and black neck pieces. The look was inspired by the Skotani, which is an iconic South African group known for their ostentatious style and display of opulence. So I like the whole excessiveness and insane display of wealth. I also like the black and gold color combination and how elite she looked overall. The look was quite simple through structure, but the devil was clearly in the detail. The details clearly spiced up the entire look and her accessories elevated the whole thing. I love the overall curation of this look and I'd rate this an 8.5 out of 10. Next we have Yolanda in Denmark Atelier. So she had on this risque dress with a crosseted waistline. The bustier of the dress was completely see-through and was adorned with flowers. The skirt was ruched and draped and formed a mermaid silhouette. The bodice was also draped with beads and the look was completed with this gigantic floral detail. She styled the look with gold floral earrings and chunky gold bangles and crowned the look with these finger waves. So I believe the look was inspired by South African flowers and I like the fact that she made that the focal point of the entire look. I like how the look was so daring, especially the bustier, and I like the whole drama going on at the bodice. I kind of wish the corset stuff blended more with her complexion to make this entire look so perfect. Anyway, it's a sensational look regardless and a solid 9 out of 10 for me. Next we have Hope in this dress inspired by the blue crane. So she had on this gorgeous dress with a structured bodice shaped like wings. The bodice featured crystal embellishments and was paired with this ombre skirt. The skirt was pleated, ruched and draped and featured a high slit. She styled the look with silver jewelry and a pair of silver stilettos and crowned the look with this ponytail. So I like how clean her look was and how she was able to mimic the bird without embellishing feathers. The look was so divine and was styled to the heavens with accessories that complemented the dress. The look was also very much on theme, despite being quite simple, and she looked so immaculate overall. It's an excellent interpretation of the theme and a solid 9 out of 10 for me. Next, we have Sello in this look, also inspired by the bird. So she had on this extravagant dress that was fully embellished with feathers and had a spectacular silhouette. The dress was tailored so dramatically and featured a deep neckline and this high-low situation. She styled the look with dramatic silver earrings and a pair of silver peep toes. She completed the look with a sleek Afrocentric updo and a glowing makeup. So I like the whole dramatic flair she had going on, as well as the clean embellishment. I also like the proportioning of the dress and how the look was balanced. The choice of color also looked really good and complemented her rich complexion. The look was so captivating and visually appealing, and she clearly stood out in this piece. I really appreciate the attention to detail and the entire execution of this look, and I'd rate this a solid 10. Next, we have Natalie draping in gold in this futuristic dress. So the dress featured beaded bustier and a dramatic high-waisted metallic skirt. The dress was styled with a matching gold choker alongside a gold bangle and gold costume ring. She styled the look with a pair of Villa heels and crowned the look with his clean finger waves. So I like the whole Wakanda shenanigans going on here and the futuristic glamour. I also like the structure of the dress with exaggerated hips that made the look really striking. I believe the look paid homage to the South African gold mine, hence the excessive gold details. The look was such a strong representation of the theme and was completely out of the box. The entire concept was well thought of and executed, from the dress to the accessories down to the backdrop. It's a marvelous look overall and a solid 10 out of 10. Next, we have Kosala in this leopard-inspired look. So she had on this asymmetrical dress that featured bold cutouts and was paired with matching gloves. The look was styled with a matching hat as well, alongside a pair of gold earrings and a bob. So I feel the entire tailoring of this look reeked of mediocrity, and the fabric looked cheap as well. The look had an interesting concept and was supposed to be so wild and so fire, but execution was so poor. The look clearly had potentials, but was just badly done, so I rate this a solid 3. So we've come to an end of today's video, and these were some of the interesting looks at the Durban July event. For my best dressed, I would have to go with her in this futuristic dress, which was the best interpretation of the theme. For my worst dressed, I would have to go with Kosi in this ensemble, because I'm not a fan of the execution. Anyway, I would love to know your thoughts on these looks in the comments. What was your own best dressed and worst dressed? If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give this video a thumb up to help the algorithm push it to more audience. If you are yet to subscribe, please do not forget to subscribe as well. Shout out to all my returning subscribers. You all are the absolute best. Bye for now and see you all in my next video.